I'm sorry?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the March 2nd agenda meeting for South Plainfield Mayor and Council. This meeting has been advertised in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-6, with adequate notice of this meeting being provided to the borough's two official newspapers and also published on the borough's website. Ms. Antonides, will you call the roll, please?
Yes, Councilman Benjavanga?
Here.
Councilwoman Mott?
Here.
Councilman Smith?
Here.
Councilman White?
Here.
Councilman Bullock?
Here.
Council President Faustini?
Here.
Thank you. Can you take us through a review of tonight's agenda, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. This evening, we have two matters on for executive session. One's contractual pertaining to the VFW, and the other is potential sale of fire department equipment. We have the approval of council minutes from February 18th. There are two proclamations on this evening. One pertains to Read Across America. The other one is for Women's History Month. There is one ordinance on for a second reading by title. We have three ordinances on for a first reading by title. There's 15 resolutions this evening, one matter of correspondence, payment of bills totaling $379,752.09, council reports, and we conclude with public comments. And that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Council comments on agenda items?
Nothing, Mayor.
None?
Okay, can I get a motion for executive session resolution 20-97, contractual VFW and contractual potential sale of fire department equipment?
So moved. Second.
Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Councilman Woloch. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, at this point, we'll open it up for public comments on agenda items only. Seeing none, close the public portion. At this moment, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn tonight's agenda meeting.
So moved.
So moved.
Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Council President Faustini. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Seeing no reason to delay, we'll go right to the public meeting. Again, this meeting has been advertised in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-6, with adequate notice of this meeting also being provided to the borough's two official newspapers and published on the borough's website. Ms. Antonides, will you call the roll once more?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Here.
Councilwoman Mott?
Here.
Councilman Smith?
Here.
Councilman White?
Here.
Councilman Bullock?
Here.
Council President Faustini?
Here.
Thank you. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation by Council President Faustini. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear God, thank you for every seat in this room that has been filled here today, for each mind and heart that fills the presence of the space. We thank you. Amen.
At this moment, we'll open up once again for public comments on agenda items only. Seeing none, close the public portion. Can I get a motion to approve the council minutes of February 18th CDBG special meeting, February 18th agenda, public and executive?
So moved.
Second?
Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Council President Faustini. Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mott?
Yes.
Councilman Smith?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Faustini?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. As mentioned, we have two proclamations on tonight. The first is Read Across America Month for 2020. And whereas the citizens of the borough of South Plainfield stand firmly committed to promoting reading as the catalyst for our students' future academic success, their preparation for America's jobs of the future, and their ability to compete in the global economy. And whereas the borough of South Plainfield has provided significant leadership in the area of the community involvement in the education of our youth, grounded in the principle that educational investment is key to a community's well-being and long-term quality of life. And whereas NEA's Read Across America is a national celebration of reading, it was conducted on March 2nd, 2020. And whereas Read Across America New Jersey is being conducted statewide by the New Jersey Education Association in partnership with the New Jersey State League of Municipalities, the New Jersey Library Association, and their affiliates across the state to promote reading and adult involvement in the education of our community's students. Now, therefore, I, Matthew Panesh, Mayor of the Borough of South Plainfield, along with the governing body of the borough, call upon the citizens of our borough to assure that every child is in a safe place reading together with a caring adult during the month of March 2020. And I know we have a lot of our teachers and
Yes.
even our superintendent here today. And we got Board of Education members, and I'll ask the how do we want to do this? How many people we got? Have
And the
a
library.
library board,
Yeah,
and our
library
librarian is
members,
here.
yes.
So why doesn't everybody just come up? We have a couple of copies, and we'll take a nice photo for the newspaper. Want to do it back here again? Sure. Do it over here.
What?
Or you want to do it here?
Or do you want to have them stand all in front?
Nancy, how do you want to do it?
Just have them stand all in front. You have them stand all in front? Go ahead. Just move these chairs up. You're gonna, go move the chairs out.
When you slide these. Perfect, thank you.
No, that's all right.
Sideways. Why don't you guys be in the middle since you're decorating?
Yeah, you guys can come up here as well.
You're decorating. You're decorating. You're decorating. The hangers.
Go in up here.
Center right here. I know. Yeah, absolutely.
It's hard to keep a straight face.
Move this? Oh.
You come this way, Sandy. Come back a little bit.
You want to make sure all I'm not sure where our librarians are.
Oh, yeah, we're from the library. Whatever.
Either one.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, that's all right.
Is that good?
Because it's sort of- I know. Correct. Hey, you're on.
Okay. I'm Lori Parisi. I'm the librarian at the high school. So I just wrote a little bit about what we do at the high school. So over 18 years ago, current high school English teacher Ms. Bonnie Vigneri created the Read Across America Day events that our students in South Plainfield Public Schools participate in. High school seniors spend weeks preparing for the day by practicing reading their Dr. Seuss books and creating exciting crafts to do with their elementary students. March 2nd is a special day for all as our seniors create a once-in-a-lifetime experiences for themselves and the elementary students they visit that day. As the coordinator of this event, none of this would be possible without the continued support of the senior high school English teachers, the elementary school teachers, and the administration at both the high school and the elementary schools. Thank you to Mayor Anesh and the Borough Council for recognizing this exciting South Plainfield tradition.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for inviting us into your schools. It's always a pleasure, and it's a fun experience of mine to be a little humiliated by, depending on the younger kids, some of the questions they ask. And I just realize keeping control of a classroom is a lot more than what I ever imagined. And hopefully, I wasn't one of those little disruptive children when I was in grammar school. I don't think I was. But no, they were fun. The class I had was great. I enjoyed it, and thank you for inviting us in. I'm sure the council members that had an opportunity to go, and I know our administrator had an opportunity to go as well, and our state senator. So I think we all had a great time. So thank you. And if you could just stick around after we read the proclamation for Women's History Month, I just invite all the women up here to also accept that. So bear with me. Whereas women of every race, class, and ethnic background have made historic contributions to the growth and strength of our community and state and our nation in continuous recorded and unrecorded ways. And whereas women's history is an opportunity for us to recognize the influence that women have made to our nation and to honor those who have blazed trails for women's empowerment and equality. And whereas the history of American women is an expansive story of outstanding individuals who sacrificed much and worked hard in pursuit of a better world where peace, dignity, and opportunity can reign. And whereas women of strength, vision, and character have long influenced our country by contributing their time, effort, and wisdom in vastly diverse ways to improve and enhance our government, our communities, our schools and religious institutions, our businesses, the military, the arts, and the sciences. Now, therefore, I, Matthew P. Nesh, Mayor of the Borough of South Plainfield, do here call upon all the people of the borough to observe throughout the year the many contributions of American women. So if I can ask you all once again just to come up here. And any of the men in the audience who want to come up here as well, we'll have you.
Yeah. Can I invite Nancy and Darlene to come up and be in the picture as well? Can we get some men to take the picture maybe? I think that
Amy. Amy, you gotta come up here too. Come on up.
Thank you. I think that, the newspaper has done a lot for women's history, and I would like you both to be part of it, really.
Cindy.
Cindy.
You have enough room? I got some space up here. I'm very important. I think you are. I am a woman, though.
Okay.
Hope it's clicking. Hold it down.
Hold it down, Roberto.
Thank you.
You see everybody?
He's my apprentice tonight, okay? There you go.
Okay, you're hired. You can take pictures.
Thank you. Got double duty tonight. Thanks very much.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Roberto was in charge of that, so.
Just a little editorial note, you are under no obligation to stay for the rest of the meeting. So if you make an easy, quiet exit, nobody will even know you left. If you decide to stay, you'd probably be record-breaking and be one of the first that actually accepted a proclamation and stayed for the meeting. You have that opportunity as well. Okay, going, gone.
Definitely know that they left half the.
Enjoy the evening, everyone.
Place is empty. We'll know they left.
Good night. Okay. For final adoption, ordinance 2166.
Yeah, Mayor, before you read 2166.
Yep.
I just want to make everybody aware, this ordinance here had previously already been adopted, and Ms. Antonis was notified that the final publication was never actually published. So really what's going on here is this is an ordinance which really took place already before, and the reason why it's on a second time here is because the publication never happened, and bond counsel is asking that we finally adopt it again. So it's not an additional amount being borrowed, it's what was already passed on first reading, and that's why it's here tonight.
Okay.
And without further ado, bond ordinance providing for various sewer utility improvements in and by the Borough of South Plainfield in the County of Middlesex, New Jersey, appropriating $230,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $230,000 bonds or notes of the borough to finance the cost thereof.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for final adoption?
Motion.
Second.
Motion given by Council President Faustini, seconded by Councilman Wolak. Again, as this is for final adoption, we'll open it up for public comments. Seeing none, close the public portion. Any council comments that Mr. Cullen did not address?
No, Mayor.
Nothing, Mayor.
Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll?
Yes, Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mott?
Yes.
Councilman Smith?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Faustini?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. Thank you. For introduction, ordinance 2169.
A capital ordinance authorizing the paving and expansion of the parking lot at Jost Field and ADA improvements at the South Plainfield Community Pool funded by an interlocal agreement with the South Plainfield Board of Education and the 2019 Middlesex County Housing and Community Development Block Grant in the Borough of South Plainfield, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for introduction on ordinance 2169?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Councilman Benjavanga. Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mott?
Yes.
Councilman Smith?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Faustini?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. Also for introduction, ordinance 2170.
An ordinance amending ordinance 1947 that establishes rates for use of the South Plainfield Community Pool for 2020.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Benjavanga, seconded by Council President Faustini. Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mott?
Yes.
Councilman Smith?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Faustini?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. And also for introduction, ordinance 2171.
An ordinance authorizing the vacation of a portion of Smith Street in the Borough of South Plainfield, which abuts lots 3 in Block 399 and Lot 8 in Block 346, as shown on the Borough's South Plainfield tax map.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for introduction on ordinance 2171?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilman White, seconded by Councilman Benjavanga. Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mott?
Yes.
Councilman Smith?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Faustini?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for resolutions on 20-98 through 20-112?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Council President Faustini, seconded by Councilman Benjavanga. Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mott?
Yes.
Councilman Smith?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Faustini?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. We have one item of correspondence, traffic safety advisory minutes for 12/11/19 and 1/22 of 2020. Can I get a motion, please?
Second.
Motion by Councilman Wolak, seconded by Councilman Benjavanga. Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mott?
Yes.
Councilman Smith?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Faustini?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for payment of the bills of $379,752.09?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Mott, seconded by Councilman Benjavanga. Ms. Antonides, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mott?
Yes.
Councilman Smith?
Yes.
Councilman White?
Yes.
Councilman Bullock?
Yes.
Council President Faustini?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Thank you. Mr. Rizzo, anything for us tonight?
No, Mr. Mayor, progress.
Mr. Cullen?
Nothing, Mayor, progress.
Mr. Miller?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. As an update, we're out to bid with our first road project of the year. Also going to include some sewer work on there. We'll receive the bids Thursday the 12th, and hopefully be able to award on March 16th, the next meeting. With that progress.
Thank you. Ms. Antonides?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to announce that in consultation with both Council President Faustini and Councilwoman Mott, that the clerk's office will be launching an essay contest to commemorate a historic milestone in honor of the anniversary of the 19th Amendment, which granted women the right to vote. The contest will be open to all South Plainfield 7th and 8th graders, as well as high school students. And the awards will be presented at our Borough Council meeting of June 15th. And the winning essays will be showcased on our borough website and displayed here at Borough Hall.
Excellent.
So I'm kind of
Exciting.
excited to put
Yes.
that together.
Can't wait.
And that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
That's great.
Councilman Smith?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just want to remind everybody, April 18th is the town cleanup. And with that, progress.
Thank you. Councilman Woloch?
I want to say, yesterday, Councilman White and myself had the opportunity to attend the comedy night for EMS at the Stress Factory. It was an enjoyable evening and a worthy cause. And with that, progress.
Thank you. Councilman White?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. For those of you who may not know yet, new restaurant opened up on South Plainfield Avenue down in our downtown section. It's a Honduran restaurant. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce it, but so you can stop by. No. Salvador Catarancho. Yeah, it's pretty close. All right. Amy gave me that. Pretty close. A half a thumbs up. So they're open. Stop down. We'll be giving information on the ribbon cutting soon and the grand opening, but stop down and welcome the town. Also, Mr. Gyro in the Golden Acres Plaza will be opening up soon. I stopped by and spoke to the owners today, and they have received their CO and have a little bit of things to clean up, and then they're going to have a soft opening, and we'll give you dates on the grand opening for that as well, and the ribbon cutting. So with that, progress, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Mott?
Progress, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Benjavanga?
Thank you, Mayor. I do want to congratulate our third K-9 officer, Shane McCoy, who has been chosen to be the handler of Titan. They're going through the academy and will be out in May or June, so look forward to them coming on board. I know that Councilman Woloch has been working hard with Chief Parker on making sure that our police department is #1 in the state, so it's good with that. I do also want to thank Councilwoman Mott. There's been some conversation over the past year or two. We've had some communications with Edison Township. A friend of mine, Councilman Mike Lombardi, who's no longer on the council, and I had spoken last year about Woodland Avenue and the need to repave it. She reached out to the governing body there. We had lunch with the council president, Council President Ship Freeman. She was very receptive, and it's actually a lot of fun to hang out with.
Definitely a lot of fun.
2 hours later, I finally got into why I wanted to meet, why we wanted to meet with them. But she was a lot of fun, and she did agree that she would look into it. So I heard from the engineer in Edison today, as well as the consulting engineer, looking to meet with us to go over some of the drainage issues that are going on the West 9 side of Woodland Avenue. Because in order to repave that road, you really have to address the drainage issues that are coming from the Edison side of the street. So we look forward to working with them and hopefully seeing that come to fruition this year so that all those potholes are finally fixed and the water is draining properly. So with that progress, Mayor.
I'm optimistic. Unfortunately, as everyone knows, there's not one resident of Edison that lives on that route, other than the golf course.
I made that clear to them, and they were very receptive. I will say they sent a good email saying that they wanted to make sure they met with us to go over our specific needs so that they can address it appropriately and make sure it gets done right. So
Okay.
I'm optimistic.
Let me know if we need to loop in the mayor again, but
That might not help, but.
well,
I have
something.
residents, lots of friends who are residents in
Yeah.
North
Well, they're
Edison
not-
too.
there
so,
may
you know,
not
I can
be
always
residents that live there.
rally, you
Yeah,
know.
I mean, we have residents, obviously, but there are plenty of Edison residents who go back and forth and
Yeah.
use that road. So,
Right.
I mean, I'm not sure what the problem is, but we need to get it resolved quickly.
Yes, agreed.
Anything else, Councilman?
That's it, progress.
Thank you. Council President Faustini.
Well, I just want to remind everyone, or might be the first time that I'm announcing it, that there will be the yearly Easter egg hunt at, in conjunction with the South Plainfield PBA, being held at the PAL on March 28th, 1 p.m. It will be for ages 1 through 10. There'll be time to take pictures with the Easter Bunny and other photo ops. The event is for South Plainfield residents. We're not doing any pre-registration this year, but you will have to show an ID to prove you're a South Plainfield resident. You can bring friends and family in, but they do need to be with someone from South Plainfield. In addition to that, there is a new program that I know just was launched on the recreation website today. It is a multi-sport program. It's going to be for younger kids, aged 2 to 7, of all ability levels. And basically, it's so that the younger kids, instead of just starting with one sport immediately, they can kind of try their hand at a couple of things, including soccer, basketball, flag football, and cricket, and maybe some more. And that will be run by professional coaches, and you can check that out and register on the South Plainfield Recreation website. Also, we put up an application today for starting to take applications for summer employment. So that's also on the recreation website, and you can go on and start applying for summer work as well. And with that, progress.
Thank you. I just have one item. Tomorrow, there will be a governor's call on the coronavirus task force. That's going to occur, I believe it's around 3:15 tomorrow. I know there's a bunch of mayors and the congressional delegation, the legislature, and also some county officials and administrators will be on the call. We will post whatever information comes out of that, and I know we can refer everyone to the New Jersey Department of Health website for additional information, and I'm sure that the governor's office will relay some additional information on there. I think there is some information coming out from the state. I think there is another lab that can increase the speed and ability to test statewide, and I know that's also in New York as well. So in this area, we are making some progress, at least on the ability to test individuals. But again, I think anybody from what we're hearing from our health department, countywide, statewide, is just to be vigilant. Treat it as this point, with the same type of hygiene and structure you would go over with the flu. And again, we all tend to get lazy. We get flu shots, and sometimes we don't do everything like we should. But this is a perfect opportunity. Not saying that it's going to be the cure-all and prevent everything, but certainly good hygiene is recommended in this environment. More information will follow based on what the governor has to say.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands, wash your
Yes.
hands, wash your hands. And yeah, you're seeing, I know I've seen them throughout the building and work, and we've already had them here, but you're seeing more and more of those stations that are put out, and I think that's a good thing. At this point, we'll open it up to the public, anything that's on your mind. Mr. Vest, Councilman.
Thank you, Mayor. Rob, maybe I missed it, but is it just Woodland Avenue from Maple going towards
Yes.
Plainfield? It's not the whole entire section?
No, it's just the area right where West 9
Up
is.
to Sprague?
To Sprague, yeah. Maple to Sprague. Yeah.
The majority of the road, I think, has been done, right, through Plainfield and
That side is all paved, yes.
Yeah, it is, but,
not good.
well, it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I know there's an area on Woodland, it's like right in the middle between East Fairview and Francesca Court. There's two areas. One was dug up by a water company and
Yeah.
another one just failing. So I know Len's got the guys going out there to try to hot patch it, but it might have to be cut out in infrared at some point.
No, I just wanted to make sure it was just that
Yeah.
section.
I want to give
Yeah, oh, I see, gotcha.
Mr. Vesh credit for finally getting the pothole on exit 5 right filled for northbound 287. So I know the Observer had called a number of times. And
It took me probably 6 or 7 calls to the state. I finally told them, okay, we'll come in and we'll patch it, but we have to shut down the ramp, and they went out.
Really? Wow.
The negative is it's
Thank you, Mr. Vesh.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very
Well
much.
Good job.
Anyone else? Ms. Boyle?
Debbie Boyle, Van Fleet. Thank everybody, Mayor and Council, and all our readers today, and our teachers for Read Across America and taking your time to entertain the students. Wednesday night, May 5th. March 5th is the All-District Music Festival at the high school. I believe it begins at 6.
I think it's
Five.
Thursday,
Thursday.
not Wednesday.
It's Thursday?
I believe it is
Yes.
Thursday,
It
yeah.
is the 5th, but I think Thursday.
Okay.
Yes,
All
Thursday's
right,
the 5th.
Okay. All right, I had the right date wrong, Pew.
Yes. 5:30 if you want to see the jazz band.
Okay.
I don't know why they
5:30,
advertise
yes.
it at 6, but the jazz band goes
Yeah, I
on.
had
Yeah,
s-
they
I also
they
had
advertise it, our
awesome.
ticket says 6. but-
Yeah.
Okay.
They do that every year, I don't know why.
Okay. Also on March 15th, rushing the season, March 15th, Georgianne Cochran is going to be honored by the Elks as Citizen of the Year. That'll be at the Woodbridge Elks. On March 20th, the South Plainfield Education Foundation will be hosting a touch-tone blingo event at the Elks. Everybody's welcome. The doors open at 6:15. The event starts at 7. The tickets are $25, and that gives you 8 game boards. There's something else going on.
The talent show?
Oh, yes, our talent show.
Yes.
Our cultural arts talent show is March 31st at Wesley Methodist. We've been there for tryouts yesterday and last week, and I think we have about 12 people that are going to participate. So that'll be really good. That'll be a lot of fun. And that's the only thing I can think of. Thanks.
Okay.
It's on
Thank
March
you.
29th.
March 20th.
29th?
Not
The last
31st
Sunday.
is on
Debbie, what's going on with you today?
He okay?
3 p.m. on March 29th.
No problem. Anyone else? Okay. Seeing none, we will close the public portion. We are going into executive session. You are encouraged